Good morning.
Buenos días.
Bonjour.
Bom dia.
Guten Morgen.
Dzień dobry.
We'd like to start today's episode by taking you around the world.
Well, at least around the Archdiocese.
Right. Did you know that Mass is celebrated in 22 languages each Sunday in the Archdiocese of Boston?
And now, thanks to live streaming, you don't have to get stuck in traffic to see them all.
In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit.
En el nombre del Padre, del Hijo y del Espíritu Santo. Amén.
因父及子及圣神之名，阿门。给了分开，交给他的门徒说
E rese grazie, lo diede ai suoi discepoli e disse:
To jest bowiem ciało moje, które za was będzie wydane.
Man, all that travel makes me hungry.
Well, this is coffee and donuts, so...
Hit it.
All right, on our way to get our donuts. All right, honey, what kind of donut do you want? Pizza.
Go therefore and make disciples of all nations, baptizing them in the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit, teaching them to observe all that I have commanded you. And behold, I am with you always until the end of the age. That's amazing.
What is?
I mean, didn't you see that video? What a beautiful representation of the fact that the apostles went out and made disciples of all nations.
Oh, yeah. And we've reached the ends of the earth for sure. But we can't stop now. There's still so much work to do.
Oh, definitely. And that's why I do what I do.
That's why we all do what we do.
Jordan Quigley, a member of Norfolk County Catholics, was received into the Catholic Church 2 weeks ago. He thanks his friends in NCC for being there for him and praying for him while he made the plunge.
And fun fact, that's his 96-year-old grandmother there who was his sponsor. The New Roads Catholic community received some encouraging testimonies from individuals who were impacted by their online ministry. For more on this story, we go to Kathy.
We're hearing stories of accepted invitations that are having an impact on people. We wanted to share a couple of those stories with you this morning. This is a story, some words that we received from a woman named Sue who accepted an invitation from her friend, Christine. Thanks to Christine, whose friendship is one of the many blessings I've experienced this last year, I finally found what I need. This was the most emotionally stirring Mass I've ever been part of. The readings and the priest's sermon might as well have been written for me because every word spoke to me. The music, the musicians, beyond talented. Everyone was so welcoming and full of love, and all this with it being online. We also received these words from Jim from Pennsylvania. Jim writes, I listen to the New Roads message series when I'm cooking meals for my family on the weekends. It has been a big part of my spiritual nourishment since a friend mentioned it to me back in September, and I pass on the link whenever I get the chance. I hope to experience the love and joy of New Roads in person someday. We love hearing these stories and sharing them with you as an encouragement and inspiration to go ahead and keep inviting friends and neighbors, because when we do that, when invitations are extended and accepted, it has an impact on people's lives in a powerful way.
Thanks, Kathy.
At St. Michael's in Bedford, the team got creative on how to promote good hygiene and spread the good news.
At another St. Michael's, this one up in North Andover, they've been sharing weekly witnesses on their YouTube channel. Take a look.
As I think about the question of how do I experience God in my everyday life, what surfaces for me is relationships. They remind me that I am more than just myself. I'm part of a broader human family, and I'm part of God's family.
Where do I encounter Jesus? Always, everywhere, and in all things, just like he said I would.
And this reflection allows me to pull myself up from the weeds and the battles of the day, out of the trenches.
Recently, with our current pandemic, I started talking a lot more to God and praying and begging him for help. There was one night, though, where in my heart, I heard faith over fear.
I see the joy in people's eyes when they come into the church for the first time after being away for so long. When people came back, they had tears in their eyes.
You know, it's said that we're all human billboards, and before a word is uttered from our mouth, we send a message out to everybody who sees us. So what is your billboard saying?
It is so moving to see how the Lord is working in people's hearts and lives.
And also so inspiring to see how he moves them to action.
Yeah, I want to give a big shout out to the teens in the Brazilian community who got online to answer each other's questions about faith, life, and family.
A good option would be to try to find a moment where everybody is together, maybe during lunch or another moment, to pray together, to try to find again this connection as a family, and to make this environment to be better. Very good, yeah, this is very important, Maju, to put God in the midst of our family, because when God is close, we can learn how to love, because God himself, he is love. And so who would be better to teach us how to love, to teach us how to give ourselves, to teach us how to put the life of our family as a priority for us, if not God? In our family. And this is good for all the families in the world. It's always important to spend time together. We can sit to have lunch together, time for prayer, spend time just to talk, maybe to see a movie. This is always important as a family. Also to play. You can play, laugh a lot, spend time with each other. It's always good and important because we can strengthen the love in the family. And love is always important in the family because Jesus is love. And Jesus and love are the most important things for us. Because love goes beyond all the boundaries, goes beyond all the countries, and is able to reach the infinite. And it's so beautiful to see this. You know why? Because our family is the place that we're going to find this love, especially when God is in the midst.
All your parents must be so proud.
To switch gears a little bit, let's jump back about 100 years to a time not unlike our own.
Kathleen, get the time machine. We're time traveling, baby.
Anyways, as I was saying, ahead of its release, the propagation of the faith screened the movie Fatima, which retells the story of the Marian apparition to 3 small children in Portugal around the end of World War I.
The movie may take you back to 1970, but the screening experience took us back to the 1950s.
Good evening, and thanks so much for joining us for the premiere of Fatima the movie in Boston.
Emilia, when else would you like to time travel to?
You know, I would love to see the parting of the Red Sea. I mean, that would have been something. What about you, Mike?
I'm so glad you asked. I would go back to October 28th, 1929, the Monday before Black Tuesday. I would short everything. And I'd make a small fortune. Then I'd travel forward and I'd invest everything in IBM. And then I'd go forward again. I'd pull it all out. I'd dump it into Apple and Amazon.
Okay, Mike, they're playing music like at the Oscars. You know, you got to wrap it up.
I'd like to thank all the little people who helped to get me where I am today.
Okay, well, that's our show today.
I'm not done yet.
If you have stories,
I'd like to thank
email us.
and the cameraman for always getting my good
He's
side.
Mike, and I'm Emilia. Until next time,
God bless. And you know, every journey starts with a single step. And when I first started on this journey, I never thought I'd be receiving this award, and it means so much to me and to everyone that I've worked with and to everyone that worked so hard with me. And I should probably thank Emilia and Anne and everyone at the Archdiocese who helped me out so much on the years. But mostly, I think it's just me. Mostly me.